Let's see here. Well, the little computer's working hard. It says I have an excellent connection. Da da da. Okay. It says there's an excellent connection. So how do we record? I don't hear anything. It's very quiet. Okay, it looks like it's working. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Cancel. Oh, okay. I guess we better put the chat where I can see it. One playback. Who's playing back? The current resolution is not optimal. Please check the video resolution. Okay. I got you. Settings. Video. Oh. Hang on, I'll be right back. Still says it's not optimal. Oh yeah, I see it's not optimal. Hello. Hey Graham, how are you doing? Is this how's the video feed on this? Is the video shaky? Looks like I'm using 4K video. Okay. All right, let me get some words here. Wait, let me... Storming. Yes. It could cause storming. Is that like stream lag? This camera is a good deal better than the one I usually use. Well, OBS will let me step it down if you think I should step it down. Sorry. If you think I should step it down, let me know. I'll step it down. I'm waiting for Justin. Justin said he would show up right about now. And I don't see a Justin yet. He didn't text me yet either. Sorry. That felt good though. I totally understand. And I understand that. It could. Let's see. I want to do something here with let's see, where can I if I put that here, then I can see the words and the chat. Oh, but I can't see me, my levels. All right, let me fix that so I can see the levels too. I don't care about whether or not I can see me. I care more about the audio level. Let's see, if I put that in this desktop, I'll come over here. Now I can see the chat and I can see my audio levels. And I'm sorry you're not feeling good. Happy Thanksgiving. By the way, I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Oh wait, if I'm going to play this song, I need to do something real quick. Reach over here. This is a super unannounced live stream that has the specific purpose of playing Alice's Restaurant for Justin, because he requested it. but I don't think he's home yet. So I'll just mark time a little bit and play you an Eagles song. It's another tequila sunrise, staring slowly across the sky. Said goodbye. He was just a hired hand, working on the dreams he planned to try. Days go by. Alright, I better concentrate. Let's do that first verse again. It's another tequila sunrise, staring slowly across the sky. Said goodbye. Hello, Deborah. He was just a hired hand, working on the dreams he planned to try. Days go by. Every night when the sun goes down, just another lonely boy in town. She's out running around. She wasn't just another woman I couldn't keep from coming on. It's been so long. Oh, and it's a hollow feeling when it comes down to dealing friends. Never ends. Take another shot of courage, wondering why the backwoods never come. Just get numb. It's another tequila sunrise. This old world still looks the same. Another friend. It's another tequila sunrise, staring slowly across the sky. Say goodbye. Hey, there he is. Hi, Jess. I decided to start playing with the controls here because I have a slightly different setup. So we haven't gotten to the main event yet. But since I played that song, Tequila Sunrise, I hope you got to hear some of Tequila Sunrise. There's another song that needs to follow it if I can search the lyrics. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to go like this. There we go. This could work. This is kind of a different... Ah, there it is. Okay. Just like that. So Deborah and Grimm are here, Justin. No. I just turned it on and I was just trying to get the levels in the video straight because this is not my usual studio setup. This is a much more intimate home with Peter setup. There's my kitchen and my living room. Baby, here I go again, kicking dust in the canyon wind, waiting for that sun to go down. Made it up Mulholland Drive, hell-bent on getting high, high above the lights of town. You and tequila make me crazy, run like poison in my blood. One more night could kill me, baby. One is one too many. One more is never enough. 30 days and 30 nights, I was putting up a real good fight. There were times when I thought you'd win. It's so easy to forget, but it tastes that morning left. Swore I wouldn't go back again. You and tequila make me crazy, run like poison in my blood. One more night could kill me, baby. One is one too many. One more is never enough. It's true. It's all true. I shouldn't read the chat though while I'm playing. You and tequila make me crazy, run like poison in my blood. One more night could kill me, baby. One is one too many. One more is never enough. Okay, so it's a good thing Grim is here, because this song that we have planned here, which is going to take up most of the time, is all about a place called Stockbridge, Massachusetts. And it is a Thanksgiving classic. Wait, levels are good. The words don't mean anything if you can't see the chat. Wait. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna have to pop the chat out. Wait, there's a way to do that. Pop chat out. There we go. That way I can see the chat and the lyrics at the same time. Okay. It's almost like my studio now. Slowly but surely. And you know what? I think, try something for me. I think you can. I think you can put as many emojis as you want, and I won't have to approve it. I went through the settings very carefully when I was setting up tonight, and I found a spot where it said, "Allow everything." How's the audio? Audio okay? I could probably kick it up just a little bit more. Yeah, I can. That's probably, wait, let me take a look at the levels now. That was probably a silly thing to do. Start playing with the level. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Wait. You and me and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's right on the edge of being too loud. That is my son, and you are my sister. You have all the relationships correct. How's the signal? So this is a song about a young man's experiences while in the vicinity of Stockbridge, Massachusetts. I'll let the story tell itself. This song is called Alice's Restaurant. It's about Alice, the restaurant, but that's not the name of the restaurant, it's just the name of the song. That's okay. The name of the song, that's why I call it Alice's Restaurant. It goes like this. You can get anything that you want at Alice's Restaurant. You can get anything that you want at Alice's Restaurant. I said, walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. You can get anything that you want at Alice's Restaurant. It all started 2 Thanksgivings ago. That's 2 years ago on Thanksgiving, for those of you that don't know. When my friend and I went up to visit Alice at the restaurant. Alice doesn't live at the restaurant. She lives in a church nearby with her husband Ray. Living in the bell tower, I should say with Ray and Fasha the dog. Can't forget Fasha. And living in the bell tower like that, they got a lot of room downstairs where the pews used to be. They decided that they didn't have to take the garbage out for a very long time. We got up there and we found all this garbage in there, and we decided that it would be a friendly gesture if we took the garbage down to the city dump. So we took half a ton of garbage, put it in the back of a red VW microbus with shovels and rakes and implements of destruction, and headed on down towards the city dump. Give you a few minutes? Really want me to hold up right here? I can do that. I'll just sing a few bars. Alice's Restaurant and wait till you get back. Actually, I know what I can do. You let me know when you get back. In the meantime, we'll sing. I mean, the whole point of this is that I'm singing Alice's Restaurant for my son, Justin. And if Justin's not here, it seems kind of pointless, so I'll give him a few minutes and say, no man, no cry. No man, no cry. sit in the government yard in Trench Town, observing the hypocrites, mingle with the good people we need. Good friends we've had, good friends we've lost along the way. Hey, in this bright future, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears, I say. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. No woman, don't cry. No woman, no cry. And I remember when we used to sit in the government yard in Trench Town. Then Georgie would light the firelight, so his log would burning through the night. Then we would cook cornmeal porridge, of which I'll share with you. Ooh, my feet, my only courage. Now you're alright, and so we've got to push on through. Well, I'm gonna say everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright now. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright now. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. This is a restaurant. I said walk right in, it's around the back, and just half a mile from the railroad track. You can get anything that you want at Alice's restaurant. Well, we got up there and we found the garbage in there. Got up there and we found the garbage in there, and we decided there would be a friendly gesture for us to take it down to the city dump. So that's what we did. We took half a ton of garbage, put it in the back of a red VW microbus, took shovels and rakes and implements of destruction, and headed on down toward the city dump. But when we got to the city dump, there was a sign across the city dump saying closed on Thanksgiving. I never heard of a dump being closed on Thanksgiving before, so with tears in our eyes, we drove off. We drove off into the sunset. We didn't find one. Oh, we drove off into the sunset looking for another place to put the garbage. There we are. We didn't find one until we came to the side road, and on that side road there was another side road, about a 15-foot cliff, and at the bottom of that cliff there was another pile of garbage, and we decided one big pile of garbage was better than two. Rather than bring that one up, we threw ours down. That's what we did. We drove back to the church, and we had a Thanksgiving dinner that couldn't be beat, and went to sleep and didn't get up until the next morning when we got a phone call from Officer Obie. He said, "Kid, we found your name on an envelope in the bottom of a half ton of garbage, and we just wanted to know if there's any information you could give us about it. And I said, Officer Obi, I cannot tell a lie. I put that envelope under that garbage. Wait, let's have to slide up a little bit. Well, after speaking with Officer Obi for about 45 minutes, we finally arrived at the truth and said that we had to go down and pick up the garbage and go to speak with him at the police officer station. And so we got into the red VW microbus and took our shovels and rakes and implements of destruction and headed on down towards the police officer station. Now, friends, there are only one or two things that Officer Obi could have done. At the police station, we thought he could have given us a medal and thanked us for being so brave on the phone, and we didn't think that was very likely, and we didn't expect it. And the other thing was he could have bawled us out and told us we had to go pick up the garbage and never to be seen driving in the vicinity of that dump again. But there was a third opportunity, a third possibility that we hadn't counted on. We were both immediately arrested, handcuffed, and I said, Obi, I don't think I can pick up the garbage with these handcuffs on. He said, shut up, kid, and get in the back of the patrol car. And that's what we did. We got into the back of the patrol car and drove down to the, quote, scene of the crime, unquote. Now let me tell you about the town of Stockbridge, Massachusetts, where this happened. They got 3 stop signs and 2 police officers and 1 police car. But when we got to this, quote, scene of the crime, unquote, there were 5 police officers, 3 police cars, being the biggest crime of the last 50 years, and everybody wanted to get in the newspaper story about it. They were using all kinds of cop equipment stuff they had hanging around the police officer station. They were taking plaster tracks, footprints, and dog-smelling prints, and they were taking 27 8x10 color glossy pictures with circles and arrows and a paragraph on the back of each one explaining what each one was about to be used as evidence against us. They took pictures of the approach, the getaway, the northwest corner, the southwest corner, and that's not to mention the aerial photography. After the ordeal, we went back to the jail, and Obi said he was going to put us in the cell. He said, kid, we want to put you in a cell. I want your wallet and your belt. And I said, Obi, I can understand why you want my wallet, so I don't have any money to spend while I'm in the cell, but what do you want my belt for? He said, kid, we don't want any hangings. I said, Obi, did you think I was going to hang myself for littering? And Obi said he was just making sure, and friends, that's what he was, because he took out the toilet seat so I couldn't hit myself over the head and drown, and he took out the toilet paper so I couldn't bend the bars, roll out the roll, and climb down the toilet paper to make my escape. He was making sure, about 4 or 5 hours later, that Alice, remember Alice? This is a song about Alice. Alice came by with a few words to Obi on the side, bailed us out of jail. We went back to the church and had another Thanksgiving dinner that couldn't be beat, and we didn't get up until the next morning when we all had to go to court. We walked in, sat down. Obi came in with his 27 8x10 color glossy pictures, circles and arrows, and a paragraph on the back of each one explaining what each one was about to be used against us. Man got up. He said, "All rise." Obie stood up with the 27 8x10 color glossy pictures. Judge walked in and sat down. CNI dog walked in and sat down. Obie looked at the CNI dog. Then he looked at the 27 8x10 color glossy pictures with the circles and the arrows on the back of each one and began to cry. Because Obie came to the realization that it was just another typical case of American blind justice, and there wasn't nothing he could do about it. The judge wasn't going to look at those 27 8x10 color glossy pictures with the circles and the arrows and the paragraph on the back of each one explaining what each one was about to be used against us. We had to pay $50 and pick up the garbage in the snow, but that's not what I came here to talk to you about. I came to talk to you about the draft. They got a building down in New York City that's called Whitehall Street, where you walk in, get injected, inspected, detected, infected, neglected, selected, and I went down to get physical examination one day, and when I walked in, I sat down, got good and drunk the night before, so I looked and felt my very best that morning, because I wanted to be the all-American kid from New York, and man, I wanted to feel like the all-American kid. I wanted to be that all-American kid. We were hung down, brung down, hung up, and all kinds of mean, nasty, ugly things. And we walked in, walked down, they gave us a piece of paper. They said, "Kid, see the psychiatrist, room 604. I went there and I said, "Shrink, I want to kill. I mean, I want to kill. I want to see dead bird bodies. I want to see blood and gore and guts and veins and eat dead burnt bodies. I mean, I want to kill. And we all started jumping up and down and we're yelling, kill, yelling, kill. And then the sergeant came over and he pinned a medal on me and he sat down and he said, "You're our boy." I didn't feel too good about that. Proceeded on down the hall, getting inspections, detections, neglections, and all kinds of stuff that they were doing to me there. And they were there for 2 hours. 3 hours, and 4 hours. For a long time, they were doing all kinds of mean, nasty, ugly things that I was going through there, and they were inspecting, injected every single part of me, and they weren't leaving any part untouched. Proceeding through, I finally came to see the last man. I walked in, and I said, after a whole big thing there, walked up and said, "What do you want?" He said, "Kid, we only got one question for you. Have you ever been arrested?" And I proceeded to tell them the story of Alice's restaurant, Massacree, with full orchestration and 5-part harmony and stuff like that, and the phenomenon. And then he stopped me right there and he said, "Kid, did you ever go to court?" And I proceeded to tell them the story of the 27 8x10 color glossy picture with the circles and arrows, and a paragraph on the back of each one explaining what each one was about to be used to. He said, "Kid, stop right there. Kid, I want you to go down the bench that says Group W. Now, kid!" And I walked over to the bench there, and there is Group W. Now, Group W bench is where they put you if you're not moral enough to join the army after committing your special crime. There were all kinds of mean, nasty, ugly looking people on the bench there. There were mother rapers and father stabbers. Father rapers sitting right there on the bench next to me. And the mean, nasty, ugly, and horrible crime type guy sitting there on the bench next to me. And the meanest, nastiest, ugliest one of them all. I mean, the meanest, nastiest father raper of them all was coming over to me. And he's ugly and he's nasty and it was horrible. And there were all kinds of nasty things. And he sat down next to me and said, "Kid, what'd you get?" And I said, "I didn't get nothing. I had to pay $50 and pick up the garbage." He said, "What were you arrested for, kid?" I said, "Littering." They all moved away from me on the bench. And they gave me the hairy eyeball and all kinds of mean, nasty things until I said, "And creating a nuisance." And they all came back, shook my hand. We had a great time on the bench talking about crime, mother stabbing, father raping, all kinds of groovy things that we were talking about there on the bench. And everything was fine. We was smoking cigarettes and all kinds of things. And Sergeant came over. He had some paper in his hand. He held it up and he said, "Kids, this piece of paper's got 47 words, 37 sentences, 58 words. We want to know in detail the crime you committed, and any other kind of thing you got to say pertaining to or about the crime. We want to know the arresting officer's name other than the kind of things you got to say." And he talked like that for 45 minutes. Nobody understood a word that he said, but we had fun filling out the forms and playing with the pencils on the bench there. And I filled out the Massacree in 4-part harmony. Wrote it down just like it was. Everything was fine until I put my pencil down and I turned over the piece of paper. And there on the other side, in the middle of the other side, away from everything else on the other side, in parentheses, capital letters, quotated, read the following words. I went over to the sergeant and I said, "Sergeant, you got a lot of goddamn gall asking me if I've rehabilitated myself. I mean, it's just that I'm sitting here on a bench. I'm sitting here on the Group W bench because you want to know if I'm moral enough to join the army, burn women, kids, houses, and villages for being a litter bug?" He looked at me and said, "Kid, we don't like your kind. We're going to send your photograph and fingerprints off down to Washington and friends somewhere in Washington enshrined in some little folder. There's a study in black and white of my fingerprints. And the only reason I'm singing to you this right now is because I think you may know somebody in a similar situation. Or you yourself may be in a similar situation. And if you're in a similar situation, there's only one thing you can do. You can walk into the shrink right where you are. Just walk into the shrink. You can say, 'Shrink, you can get anything that you want at Alice's restaurant," and walk out. And you know, if just one person does that, they may think he's really sick and they won't take him. And if two people do it in harmony, they may think they're both, I'm going to not say that word, they won't take either of them. And three people do it. Then you can imagine 3 people walking in, singing a bar of Alice's restaurant, walking out. They might think it's an organization, a movement. If you can imagine 50 people, say 50 people a day walking in, singing a bar of Alice's restaurant, walking back out. They might think it's a movement, and that's what it is, friends. It's the Alice's Restaurant anti-Massacree movement, and all you got to do is sing along the next time it comes around on the guitar with feeling. We'll wait for it to come around. When it comes around here, sing it when it comes down right here. You can get anything that you want at Alice's restaurant. You can get anything that you want at Alice's restaurant. I said, walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. You can get anything that you want at Alice's restaurant. That was horrible. I couldn't hear any of you. I mean, I don't know how you expect to end hatred and war if you can't sing any louder than that. I've been singing this song for 20 minutes. I could sing it for another 25. I'm not proud or tired. So when it comes around again, sing it this time with feeling. Here it comes. Alright. You can get anything that you want at Alice's restaurant. You can get anything that you want at Alice's restaurant. I said walk right in, it's around the back, just half a mile from the railroad track. You can get anything that you want at Alice's restaurant. You can get anything that you want at Alice's restaurant. You can get anything that you want at Alice's restaurant. I said walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. You can get anything that you want at Alice's restaurant. Except Malice. Da 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 do da do da 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 da. Alice's restaurant, waiting for the stream to catch up. Do do do. You can get anything that you want. I didn't see any of you guys singing along with me here. Did I lose the stream while I was reading the lyrics? Is that what's going on here? Wait, where's my OBS? OBS says it's streaming. Let me look at the live. Nope, the live says a bunch of you stuck with me. You know, I think I could almost do that without the lyrics. If I practice it for one more week, I could do that with just the way he does it, where it's not the same every time. Every time he sings it, because he doesn't get all the parts either when he does it. The record has all the parts. Bill and you were singing. Good. Okay. That's what's important. Because actually, I'm going to do something different than my usual sign-off stuff, because it's Happy Thanksgiving, and I've been listening to Beatles. I think we might have lost Justin. I'm not sure. But because it's Thanksgiving and I've been singing Beatles songs all holiday weekend long, I'll sing I think we both lost both Justin and Grim. Well, I made 9 o'clock the start time based on a guess of when Justin was going to get home. People say I'm crazy, doing what I'm doing. Well, they give me all kinds of warnings. save me from ruin. When I say that I'm okay, well, they look at me kinda strange. Sure you're not happy now, you no longer play the game. People say I'm lazy, dreaming my life away. Well, they give me all kinds of advice designed to enlighten me. When I tell them that I'm doing fine, watching shadows on the wall. Don't you miss the big time, boy, you're no longer on the ball. I'm just sitting here watching the wheels go round and round. I really love to watch them roll. No longer riding on the merry-go-round. I just had to let it go. People asking questions, lost in confusion. Well, I tell them there's no problems, only solutions. Well, they shake their heads and they look at me as if I've lost my mind. Tell them there's no hurry, I'm just sitting here in time. And I'm just sitting here watching the wheels go round and round. I really love to watch them roll. No longer riding on the merry-go-round. I just had to let it go. I just had to let it go. I just had to let it go. Yay! Justin's clapping a lot. Did you get to hear it, or was it delayed or something? I wasn't sure. And maybe you picked up a late stream or something. Is it just finishing for you? Oh, great, good. Thank you, everybody. That was what we need to do. We need to do that. Good. Because if we're going to end hatred and end all wars, we need to all walk into the shrink wherever we are, singing Bar of Alice's Restaurant, and walk back out again. What was the other thing I learned today? Were you on the stream? I don't remember. Were you on this call? I learned that, I guess you were on the call, that Get Back is actually an anti-white supremacist song, and I didn't know that. Keep pressing for one more week. Okay, I will. Because, I just played through it a few times, and, the story started coming back. I did watch him do it live a few times. He also taught me backstage one night. He taught me this song, as Justin knows, coming in from London from over the pole, flying in a big airliner, chickens flying everywhere around the plane. Could we ever feel much finer? Coming into Los Angeles, bringing in a couple of keys. Don't touch my bags if you please, Mr. Customs Man. There's a guy with a ticket to Mexico. Man, he couldn't look much stranger, walking down the hall with his things and all, smiling, said he was a lone ranger, coming into Los Angeles, bringing in a couple of keys. Don't touch my bags if you please, Mr. Customs Man. Hip woman walking on a moving stair, tripping on the escalator. There's a man in the line and she's blowing his mind, thinking that he already made her. Coming in Los Angeles, bringing in a couple of kids. Don't touch my bags if you please, Mr. Customs Man. From London from over the pole, flying in a big airliner, chickens flying everywhere around the plane. Could we ever feel much finer? Coming into Los Angeles, bringing in a couple of kids. Don't touch my bags if you please, Mr. Customs Man. All right, far out, man. A lot of freaks. New York State Thruway is closed, man. There's supposed to be 1.5 million people here by tonight, man. Can you dig it? I'm starting to look the part, aren't I? My hair needs to be a little bit longer. But I can do that Poughkeepsie accent pretty good. There were those first 5-6 years where I might have lived in the same locale as Arlo growing up. Those 5 or 6 language formative years. Thank you very much, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. I don't know who else here. Deborah's talking a lot. Justin's talking a lot. Grim may have dropped off. I've stopped seeing Grim's name in the chat. But thank you for showing up for my impromptu Thanksgiving Day special that Justin and I couldn't do together because we're social distancing. and all that kind of stuff. So we got to hear the entire Thanksgiving Day Alice's Restaurant Massacree live via YouTube video. And we could make this a tradition. I mean, this could become a movement. We'll call it the Alice's Restaurant Massacree movement. And I want everybody, wherever you are, to walk in, hug the psychiatrist, and sing a bar of Alice's Restaurant and walk back out again. I love you so much. All kinds of mean, nasty, ugly. Thank you. What sounds amazing, the microphone or we'll just make this an annual tradition where I do Alice's Restaurant. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, everybody. I love you so much. I hope it was fun. I know I was having fun here. This is my new wonderful setup. This is kind of nice too. It's kind of relaxing here. Got my easy chair. I've got a big screen. I can actually read the chat. Maybe I'll do some more of these holiday sessions Fireside. I'll bring the fire. I'll set the dining room table on fire, and it will be fireside. But you know what I could do? I could do Christmas music as we get into December. Fireside Christmas music sessions here in the non-studio studio. I love you guys. Sweet dreams. Have a great night. Let me send you out into the world with peace, love, and soul. Good night, everybody. An annual tradition. Okay. Sweet dreams, yes. An annual tradition, I think it should be. Sweet dreams, sweet dreams. There's a song about that. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Yeah, that one. All right. Good night, everybody. I love you all.